So those beautiful green and brown and whatever color you want to call those capsules are vegetable capsules and fruit capsules and herb capsules that I make here using my freeze dryer. And it is vegetables that we grow from our garden, herbs that we grow from our garden, garlic that we grow from our garden, berries that we grow from our garden, and fruit that we grow from our garden. And sometimes we use our friends' fruit that they grow on their trees. Um, but now that winter is almost upon us and we're into fall, I have brought in our shelving unit from the greenhouse, and it will grow microgreens for us this winter so that we will be able to maintain our capsules that I make. I keep saying we, but it's me. And so these are my microgreen growing trays. They will be color coded so that I know for sure what is in what here. And these black ones will be the water retaining, where I will water here as they grow. And I will try to link to these in my description where I got these from. And then these are my start to my microgreen growing, and I will try to link to that as well. And I started with you'll see why my nails are so dirty in a second. I've been outside. Ooh, nice little spider. Anyway, I'm starting out with broccoli and radishes. Broccoli and radish. Oh, and some black oil sunflower. That's what I'm going to start with. And then I will be also growing wheatgrass and barley grass. And I will be juicing those and freeze drying the juice and then putting that into our capsules, as well as taking shots of the wheatgrass juice through the winter. So now that I've shown you that, I'm going to take you guys out and show you what I've got going on. But as I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple trays here with me, because we're going to go ahead and fill these up so that we can get started. So let's go with one of those, and one of these. Jess, are you gonna go outside with me? You gonna go outside with me? All right. So I've been in the shelter. Hold on, let me get you. There we go. There we go. All right, so I've been in the shelter. Good morning, bunnies. Good morning. There's Maddie and her babies. Maddie and her babies. Yes, they're getting so big. Look out. Look out, Jess. All right, so here we are. And let me start here. This is one of our main, not only growing mediums for seed starting, etc., but we also use it for our worm breeding bins. And so I went ahead and hydrated some of that, and it is right here in this bin, although I've already mixed in some worm castings. So here is, gosh, I wish you could see how dark this is. I don't understand why the camera does not show it as the dark black that it is. But let me show you here. This is pretty much a mixture of pure castings and coconut coir. Okay. And so I know how filled with great nutrients this is for growing. And so we are adding it, as I always do, to my growing medium. So let me go ahead and put this lid down. I've pretty much tried to remove as many worms as I can from this bed so far. There's a few left, but this is what we will be using this winter to grow in, minus that little sticker that was on an avocado. Alrighty. So now that I have this mixture of cocoa coir and worm castings, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start with this one. Oop, let me back you guys up. There we go. I'm going to have to make something to pat this down so it's nice and even. But for now, this is going to work just fine. Okay. There's a little dip there in the corner. All right, next one. Okay. All right. All right, and so my plan is to only make this as I need it. So we will continue to let this block sit here and let it can dry out if it wants, and then we'll just rehydrate it when we need to. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take these into the house. I'm hoping we're gonna have good luck with growing in that sliding glass window or door, as I've grown my seedlings there in the winter, so, well, January, February-ish. So they should be fine. It should get plenty of sun. All right. All right, so here we are at the scale. And go ahead and turn it on. gonna make sure that the units are in grams, which it is set at. And we're gonna go ahead and put the bowl on top of here, and then we're gonna tear it out. And then we're gonna measure 15 to 20 grams. Oh, a little higher, but we're good. I think that's fine. All right, so here we are at the shelf, and we've taken the green one. Since these are broccoli, I figured I'd color code it to green. And so I'm just going to, these are a no soak, so we're just going to try to seed this as densely as we can, but make sure we cover the whole entire tray. Trying to make sure that I get the edges good. And then we'll make sure that we fill in the center and all of the spaces in between. All right, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and seed the next tray, and then we'll come back and show you what we're gonna do. All right, sorry about that. The storage on my phone was lacking, so here we are back at the radish tray. Looks good. All right, so that one's all done. All right, so I brought you guys out to the chicken. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need here. So out to the chicken yard where I've got my feed barrels. Hi guys, I know I'm stealing your food, huh? You want some? So these are our black oil sunflower seeds. We use these as a excellent boost in protein. These girls are going through a molt. There's feathers everywhere, and their normal pen is just covered. It looks like snow. Jess is patiently waiting for us. Hi, buddy. Get back. Seeds aren't for you. Seeds aren't for you. Okay, now I'm going to be measuring out 250 grams of our black oil sunflower seeds. Wow. Oh. 246. There we go. All right, so now we will soak this for about 12 hours. I soaked the black oil sunflower seeds for well over 12 hours. And so I've spread them on their tray. I'm gonna put some water in this tray with no holes, set this one on top of it. We will put another one on top of that and black it out for about 2-3 days. This, I want to show you something though. Check this out. This is day 1. And can you see the sprouts already starting? These are broccoli sprouts. These will be broccoli microgreens. And then this is radishes. And look, we've already got sprouts happening on the radishes. Hey guys, quick update on our microgreen. I wanted to tell you guys I've already harvested the first trays that I started. It's maybe been 7 days ago now. Maybe more than that. I think it's only been 7 days or even less. I don't even remember now. But I did so a little bit early simply because I was noticing that the areas that were closest to the sliding glass door looked like they weren't doing as well as the parts that were away from it. And so as you can see, I'm going to kind of show you here. Actually, this would be a better showing of what was happening. So these two trays were stacked for the first 2 days, right? And interestingly enough, this is the part that was closest to the heat of the sliding glass door, and it did not sprout as well as the part that was away. So I have moved the rack away from the window as much as I could without it being in our way. And we will see how it does. So these weren't sprouting yet this morning when I took it off, and they're finally starting to now. So we'll see how this side does. And then this side was the closest. As you can see, there's a lot more germinated over here versus here. And then this was away from, these are our black oil sunflower seeds, our very first batch. And this was away from, and this was next to. So I found that really interesting and just kind of wanted to give a little bit of an update on that. I've cut those microgreens and they are now in the freezer to pre-freeze before I put them in the freeze dryer. I'm gonna go ahead and get these microgreens going in the freeze dryer, so we will let this cool down for about 15 minutes before we get things in. So here's what we have. This is actually, it doesn't even look good, but it is kale ground up. This is our sweet potato leaves ground up. This is lemon basil and our microgreens. So I'm gonna actually go up here. So we're going to lower our temp to 95 because we are drying herbs and greens. So, all right, so we're good there. Start. Sorry. It's actually okay to go ahead and there, since it's already down to 15 degrees. All right, so this has been going, my extra dry time is usually 12 hours. I had stuff to do and a meeting to go to, so it went extended for 7 hours. So it's been done for quite some time now. It's really hot in the house because we've turned off our swamp cooler, unfortunately, but we're gonna go ahead and cancel this. Okay, so here are our microgreens, all done. Nice and dry. Sorry guys, it's nighttime, so we're not gonna get the best lighting right now. Interesting. That'll be really fibrous like. And the kale. Okay, so I decided to bring you into the kitchen with a light on and a light colored background so you could see this. But this is a half-gallon mason jar. That's about 50 pears freeze-dried on the bottom. That light colored level is microgreens, followed by the next level, which is the sweet potato leaves, followed by the kale, which is the reddish brownish looking stuff with the beet tops in it. So we will continue to fill this
with all sorts of different dense nutrients, whoops, from the yard. We've got some more zucchini and kale to do, and we're getting down to about a week left before our first frost, so we'll be having lots of stuff to put in here. More fruit that we already have freeze-dried we'll be adding, and garlic and all sorts of other stuff. So anyway, thanks for coming along. I hope this helps with a little bit of knowledge with the microgreens that I'm growing, and we'll see you on the next video. I hope you all have a great night. Bye.